before raid and how much since the raid?
Before
the raid, I was not going to be able to keep my apartment. I was in dire straits, to be honest. I was not. Yeah. So, I only got I only got the ability to renew the lease on my apartment from after raid.
Well, that was lucky. So I guess Crelly at this time was streaming full time then. I mean, that's risky, just in general. And, like, you shouldn't really be doing this if as like a full time gig unless you got like 6 months out, right?
So it definitely was. I was making. How do I say this? I guess I'll just be honest. I was making under the amount of rent that I pay. So I basically moved out because I was like, my biggest dream in my entire life is to live on my own. And even if I only have enough savings to do it for 1 year, I just want to do it for 1 year so I can say that I did it.
Okay, so basically she saved it. She had enough saved for a year more or less, or she probably had enough saved for 3 or 4 months and then was slowly losing the ground effectively.
I just want to do it for 1 year so I can say that I did it. I just want to do it. So I saved up from last subathon everything that I had gotten, and I moved out with only a year's worth of finances. And I was like,
that's still better than a lot of people. The worst ones, though, are like when, you get kicked out at 18 on your 18th birthday and no one fucking told you. And then, like, the absolute worst ones are if you get kicked out at 18 on your 18th birthday, but you also were not allowed to get a job to save for that, which has happened to quite a few people.
Just do it for 1 year. I just want it more than anything in the world, and I'm just going to do it. And I probably won't be able to renew the lease, but that's okay. I need this experience for myself. It's so important to me. So I did. And then the time to renew my lease is approaching. And I thought to myself, oh boy. Oh boy. Thanks, guys. Wait, I'm going to cry. Stop. We were just talking about virginal fuck, and now we're talking about this. Wait, stop. So I was like, I won't be able to renew my lease because it's a lot. It's very expensive to live where I live.
It's move time.
And I don't want to move away.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't fucking... If you guys want me streaming full-time as, like, a full-time gig, I would have to be pulling in, at minimum, $7,500 a month on Twitch. At minimum. And that would just barely be covering a lot of things. Not 75K, 7,500. 7,500. It'd be a totally different issue if it was 75K a month.
From my family, so it's like it's a big struggle. And so I was like, man, I had so much fun this past year. I had so much fun. I could stream whenever I wanted to. I could be loud if I wanted to. I could be.
I'm surprised she could be loud. I guess it depends on where she was renting. Like, one of my first places when you're renting outside the house, you have to be quiet as hell. Because you're like, your walls are super thin. You're in a cheap, shitty apartment place, and you're lucky if it doesn't cost you $1,500 a month.
Apologetically myself without worrying about my housemates listening to me, but I probably won't be able to afford it. But that's okay. I can always, maybe someday I'll be able to afford it again. But now I get to afford it again. But that being said, I wasn't like, I was like, it would feel terrible. Like, I didn't want to lose my apartment. I love my apartment more than anything. I love the place that I live.
Exclamation mark fish.
I was either going to, I wanted to move out more than anything. You guys ever have something that just feels like your heart? I've lived by myself.
I mean, you don't have any fucking rules anymore. I guess the biggest rule is don't create mold to where, you have to move out involuntarily.
For a while. I grew up living in one bedroom apartments with my whole family, or studios with my whole family. So I was I don't know, it was just a thing that I thought of. I was like, if I just had my own space someday, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. If I could just have privacy once or twice
Right?
and feel like
Privacy's
I
great.
accomplished being an adult a little bit, then that would be so cool. And I was like, either something miraculous happens to me and I can renew the lease.
It just fucking the clip just ends.